Welcome to the Workplace Minute, powered by H3HR Advisors and sponsored by Paychex, one of the leading providers of HR, payroll, retirement, and software solutions for businesses of all sizes. My name is Steve Boese. Work from home increases employment opportunities for workers with disabilities. In the United States, 9.5% of individuals aged 25 to 54 had a disability, according to 2022 census data. Due to a variety of factors, including an array of job barriers they may face, these individuals tend to have lower wages, a lower rate of labor force participation, and a higher rate of unemployment. Work-from-home policies have had the potential to improve labor market outcomes for workers with disabilities, according to new research published by the St. Louis Federal Reserve. In fact, remote work has already opened up more job opportunities to individuals with disabilities, as noted by the National Disability Institute. In a 2022 statement, Thomas Foley, the Institute's executive director, said flexible employment arrangements reduce multiple barriers, increase productivity, and allow us to add value to our organizations and our shared national workforce. Before the pandemic, workers with a disability and those without a disability had similar rates of working from home. The rate increased substantially for both types of workers at the start of the pandemic in 2020. However, the rate of working from home increased more for workers without a disability than for workers with a disability. This might be due to compositional effects. Work from home was more likely in certain occupations and industries in which workers with a disability might be underrepresented. Before the pandemic, workers with a disability had much lower rates of labor force participation, at 38 percentage points lower, and much higher rates of unemployment, 9 percentage points higher, than workers without a disability. While these gaps remain large, they narrowed quite a bit during the pandemic. The labor force participation rate increased 6.5 percentage points for workers with a disability, while it actually decreased slightly for all other types of workers. Similarly, the unemployment rate declined 4 percentage points for workers with a disability and only 1.3 percentage points for workers without a disability. Turning to wages, the average hourly wage increased more for workers with a disability at 6.3% than for workers without a disability, only 3.7%, and that narrowed the wage gap by 2.6 percentage points. Interestingly, for work-from-home workers, this wage gap narrowed even more. Work-from-home workers with a disability saw a 17% increase in their wages, while work-from-home workers without a disability saw an increase in their average wages of about 10%. Thus, for work-from-home workers, the wage gap narrowed by about 5 percentage points. And work-from-home policies also allowed disabled workers to spend more time working. For the group of work-from-home workers, the gap in hours worked closed substantially during the pandemic. Hourly weekly hours worked increased by 2.7% for work-from-home workers with a disability versus only 0.3 hours, essentially flat, for work-from-home workers without a disability. This research shows that the fairly recent increase in the availability of work-from-home opportunities has potential to greatly narrow existing labor market gaps between the workers with disabilities and those without disabilities. The data show that unemployment decreased, wages increased, and hours worked increased for disabled workers at much greater rates than for non-disabled workers. This clearly shows the benefits of increased adoption of working from home policies for this traditionally underrepresented group of workers. As the labor market remains tight, many firms are looking for ways to expand their pool of potential employees. Using work from home to accommodate workers with disabilities is clearly one possible avenue. Thanks so much to the St. Louis Fed for sharing this research. And we will continue to cover these important topics and trends in the world of work here on the HR Happy Hour Media Network. That's it for the Workplace Minute, powered by H3HR Advisors.